Hey everybody, I got a request to go over how to do APA style references. So while I'm here, I'm also going to talk about hanging indents and spacing and also just grabbing references from Google Scholar. Okay, so here I've made a copy of what the references page in your workbook looks like. And this is already set to be a hanging indent. And then down at the bottom of the footnote, there is a direct link to this page of my website. Right here, you can grab a template and use that. Now, if I just pasted like this, I would be in the wrong font and I'd have the wrong spacing and all of that. So I'm actually going to do this and show you how to change this to a hanging indent. So you drag this over to 1/2 inch. You can see that the whole thing scoots over, but if you take just this top piece and slide it back, then you've got your hanging indent. To adjust the spacing, go over here to line spacing, and I'm just going to open the custom spacing box because you want double space, but you also want to check that there's no space before or after. So if I flagged you for having extra space at your paragraph breaks, this is the thing you need to fix. Change these to zeros. Just highlight everything and change that. Okay. And we want 12 point times New Roman. Okay, so there's our template. Template. I guess both are right. Okay. So this should be immediately below the word references, no extra space there. Let's say that you wanted to create an entry for next week's first activity. So I'm going to copy this. And if I paste it, you can see that it keeps the formatting, but it is in the wrong font and size. So I would just have to, or correct size, but wrong font. I would just have to change that to Times New Roman. So we paste it, we change the font so it matches. The other option is to hold Shift while you paste, so that's Control Shift V. You can also do this by right-clicking and going Paste without formatting. Okay, why does this look different? Oh, because these are 11. Everything should be 12. Okay, now if you paste without formatting, you have to come back here and italicize the journal title and the volume number. So if you look up here at the template that we copied from my website, it says journal in title case, comma, volume, and you can see that this is italicized. Okay. Okay, so let's look from this and try and fill in that template manually. So if I highlight this and click my little Google Scholar button, it pulls it up, gives me a library link. I can also see other things that have cited this article and look for related articles. And then you also have this where you can just copy everything that's already in the right order. I'm going to Control Shift V, right? Now, this needs to be in title case. So sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. You always need to proofread these when you paste them. And then it needs to be in italics. Then if I was just looking at the article, I would grab the DOI right here. Sometimes a DOI formatted like this, APA style now asks that you do it as a web address. So in this case, you can just replace this part. And then you've got the URL. I'm going to look up another article just so we can practice doing an APA style reference. Okay, so I'm going to go cited by, and then that gives me a whole bunch of things that cited this particular article. So let's say I am not using our handy dandy browser extension that just lets you grab it like that, but I want to do this manually. So looking at our template up here, we're going to put this one below Deloche because N comes after D. Do not change the order of the authors on a source, but your list of references on your references page should be alphabetized, right? So Deloche comes before Nielsen. Okay, so I'm going to do Nielsen, M, Simcock, G, and Jenkins. Parentheses, and then the year. So this says 2008. And then we've got the title of the article. So again, I'm going to paste this without formatting. And this is already in sentence case, right? So sentence case means you only capitalize the first word and proper nouns just like you are writing a sentence. So we're good on this one. And I'm going to italicize, and the name of the journal is Developmental Science, comma, volume 11, unitalicize, parentheses, issue 5, and we're on page 722 through 731. Okay, and here's our lovely DOI. Paste without formatting, and there we go. I think that is it for this video. If I missed anything about references, please reply to this post, and I'd be happy to add some more or clarify.